Hey everyone, welcome to an unboxing video. Today we have a package from Mixtiles. So when I moved into this apartment, I knew I wanted to give some life to the walls in a unique way. So I work at a magazine publishing company, and in our studio we have this wall with a bunch of Mixtile photographs. I think there are around 64 in total. It's a beautiful wall with all of our past work that we've done. And it inspired me to go out and put together a collage of my own work relating to NASCAR, motorsports, and just fun portrait modeling photography. All of my favorite work that I've done, and I picked out 16 of my favorite photographs, which is really difficult. I'll probably end up ordering a lot more, but let's go through these. Let's check them out. Unboxing experience is actually pretty great. As soon as you open it up, they already have everything laid out for you. And in fact, when you order from Mixtiles, they're not sponsoring this video, but Mixtiles, if you want to sponsor me, I am all for it. What's really cool about Mixtiles, though, is that as you're putting together your collage on their website, you can actually preview what it's going to look like on your wall. They keep the orientation of it, and you can move them around so you have the perfect layout that you are happy with. So starting out here, we've got 16 photographs, like I said. Let's start here. So this is, like I said, this is a mix of my NASCAR work. Here's our first one. We've got pit crew for Michael McDowell. And so I've actually had the opportunity to do some really cool photo shoots with some cool cars, both newer and classics. This one is a perfect example. Check it out. This is a really cool photo with a 1954 Corvette, and that's my friend Jaden, and we went to the top of a parking ramp, and it was really fun. The owners of this car, really great people, had a lot of fun here. This one was with my friend Shelby. For this shoot, I knew I wanted to do something really just like out there. I love to challenge myself with cool lighting situations. I do like to do external lighting, off-camera flash situations, really dramatic lighting. Because I work in editorial, I have a lot of that inspiration for doing like magazine type content. So this shoot was really fun. So this shoot was with my buddy's Porsche Cayman, as you can see here, and the lighting situation was awesome. We did this at sunset, and that earlier that same day, or it might have been the day before, there was a air show where they brought the Blue Angels, and as the Blue Angels were practicing, I was doing some shots, and I incorporated that into this shot, and then changed the background up, and I actually used AI in the background to make it look like we were at a racetrack. And so this one came out really, really awesome. I'm very happy with that one. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Let's check out some more of these here. This one's really cool. This was Tyler Reddick's win at Michigan. This was the third race I got to photograph this summer. And that race got obviously postponed to Monday. And it was just, the weather was awesome once the rain passed. Michigan is such a beautiful state. This is an awesome venue. If you haven't been to a race, I highly recommend, if you're in the sort of like Midwest area, anywhere around Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, even in Illinois, check out Michigan Speedway. It's a great venue. Moving on, we have some other really great shots here. Also, the quality of these prints are really great. I'm really happy with how these turned out. I thought this was kind of a cool shot. I took this one at Iowa at the inaugural Cup race this past summer. Thought this was kind of a cool shot. Speaking of Iowa, here's our Iowa winner, Ryan Blaney. Did another 3-piece collage here. Thought this was kind of fun. Isn't that fun? Oh, and everybody's favorite driver, Austin Dillon. We got Joey Logano's collage piece win here from Nashville. That was a really fun race. Another modeling shot here. This one was really fun. This is more of a cinematic, kind of moody detail shot. Like you can see, a lot of my work are these wide shots. but this one's really cool. This one turned out really awesome. We got the checkered flag, which I actually have back here now that these prints are covering it. I've actually got the Sunoco checkered flag right here. So this was a really fun shoot. Love to do that kind of work. Challenge myself with lighting situations and working with a model and doing some really cool poses and whatnot. This was a really cool shot. No hate at Denny, but this shot was really fun for me because it was actually the first shot I ever got of a car wrecking or spinning, and I happened to be right at the entrance of pit road where he spun here, so it actually happened right in front of me. But I was doing some of my favorite long exposure shots, and so that's why it's all blurry and motion blur with this shot, was because I had my camera for the settings of some of the other racing shots, and I couldn't get it changed fast enough when this, because when that stuff happens, it happens in a split second, and there's no rewind and, you know, reshoot it. I really love this shot. So, in fact, I gotta remember which way is, this way's up. Okay. The cool thing about the NASCAR photo and video media community is you get to see other people's motorsports work, kind of get some inspiration for how you can approach photographs differently. And this one's a great example in shooting kind of in a diamond. So you are angled. So, you know, obviously it's not straight up. So having that angle really adds a cool angle and perspective to it. But that motion blur right here, this motion blur and just the way that this was captured, I'm really happy with this one. Now, this next photograph has an interesting story behind it, because this was not at a race. DeWalt was holding a special event at Acme Tools for their 100th year anniversary. And they brought in one of Christopher Bell's vehicles. I believe this one was from 2018 or 2019. And people could take photos with it. I took some photos of this car. This was before I'd ever been to a race this summer. So this is actually the first up-close car photograph I got of a NASCAR stock car. And it was in a parking lot. And so I cut around this car in Photoshop very detailed, very intricately, and took multiple other photographs and did this whole composite situation and did lots of effects, blur. I mean, I did so much this one, but I still am so happy with how it turned out. I think it turned out really great. Speaking of Christopher Bell, here's a 3-piece collage from his run at Nashville. I thought the photo with him taking the helmet off was kind of neat. I believe that was for the rain delay. And in here we have nothing. This shot's really cool. This is those earlier I was talking about, these long exposure shots that I like to try out. And the thing about these long exposure shots is they illustrate the car's motion really well, so it gives that energy. And this is William Byron's Valvoline car at Nashville, and I thought this was kind of a cool shot. Here's a really cool shot of the field at Michigan. Again, doing that angled look. I think it's kind of neat to do, take that approach. And lastly, we have a victory lane shot of Ryan Blaney. All the confetti you can see. So that was a cool shot. So these are just 16 shots. There's so many more that I want to print. I placed this order before I went to Kansas, so I don't have any shots from that. And I definitely got some shots there that I'm really happy with. So more orders are going to be happening here. But thank you for taking the time to watch this unboxing video with me. Very excited to put these up in future videos. You will see some up there in the background to really fill in the space. So again, shout out to Mixtiles for creating a really great product, really easy purchasing experience. And that's all I've got today. Thanks for watching. Take care.